All right. How's it going, everyone? We are back for One Piece. Let me turn down my lo-fi. How are we all doing tonight? Hope everyone's having a good day or a good night, like me right now. Sorry for the late stream. I had some stuff to take care of, but we are here nonetheless. We are back. So, tonight, we have One Piece 1159. This is going to be an interesting one. I keep saying it, but I feel like this is it. I feel like we are most likely than not probably going to get to God Valley either at the end of this chapter or next chapter. That is my prediction. I could be wrong. I still didn't get a goddamn One Piece one yet. And I'll take down the rules. Still mid setup, but yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this chapter today. Again, my predictions is probably just going to be we're just at the tail start of setting up God Valley, and the end of the chapter will lead into that, and then we'll probably I think we're on a break. I could be wrong. But if not, then the following chapter, we're going to go straight into God Valley. Either way, we're there. I think we're like there. And I do think Oda is going to touch on it. I think he's definitely going to touch up on God Valley. How much are we going to get realistically, like fight-wise and that kind of stuff? I don't know. I don't know how much in the manga. Clashes? I would at least think clashes for sure. Full-on fights? Maybe. But the anime might extend stuff. That's for sure. Outside of that, last time we had a lot of stuff with Shocky and Rayleigh and Roger. All of it's been very interesting. But I will give it to Roger. I think he is showing some kind of character stuff, which I like, which I definitely do like. It is much better than what we've been getting for Roger. The Rayleigh and Shocky stuff is wholesome. Major stuff though last week was number one. Goddamn, Garling is a fucking savage. I mean, we already knew he was kind of a savage, but it's like, damn, dude, you are potentially knowing that you have children on God Valley, and you're like, yeah, let's go have a new hunting game, boys. Yeah. Fucking the Hunger Games over here, Mockingbird, whatever the hell. Let's go do it again. It's like, oh, okay. So, man, don't give a fuck. I thought that was interesting, but also the main thing with him was he found something, whatever that something is. I touched up a little bit with you guys here on the channel, and then I went over to King of Lightning's channel. Go check that out. The VOD's still up on his Twitch. I have my ideas that it's probably, at best, maybe something connecting to World 1, because I don't know if we'll ever get any, like, major stuff with World 1 of the story, outside of maybe whatever this is. Like, most of the storyline, the reveals should just be World 2, aka that's going to be, like, Joy Boy stuff. I could be wrong. Maybe Oda will have time for that. Who knows? The other reveals where that Blackbeard is probably born. He's most likely born right now, which is, should be about right. And that's why Xebec apparently was not interested in Shocky anymore. And King Harold and Xebec have now gone their separate ways, quote, until something happens, which I assume is God Valley. So Harold and them are going to God Valley, probably, to fight Xebec. Their fight was very interesting. Harold is getting more upscale, which, that means Loki's upscale is going to go even higher. Although I do hear the officials are slightly different on the actual outcome, but still, though, to fight rocks right now is still in craziness. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to go into, and again, I think if we're not in God Valley this chapter, it's next chapter. It's next chapter for sure. Yeah. But okay, that's the setup for today. we're going to go right into the chapter. So, I posted the link. It's Manga Dex. It's TCB scans today. We're back with TCB scans. Hopefully, it's all good for you guys for a link. There's nothing too problematic. Today it should be good. They have the most consistent translations for the most part, so I like using them. VOD Gang users, I see you, by the way. It should be in the description down below for you guys, so that way later on you should be able to read along or watch along, however you want to do it. Yeah. Yo, Sunjin Woo, how you doing, my man? Harjin Upscale, say it. I said Harold. All I'm going to say for Harujin, outside of Loki and Harold, and I guess Fallbeard and Mountbeard, because I think they probably have some ancient giant blood in them, Harujin's potential, because he is also the son of King Harold, he probably will have the highest potential out of any regular giant, because he's not technically a regular giant. Even though he is much smaller than Loki, he still has some ancient giant blood lineage in him. So out of every other regular giant that we see, so like the peak would probably be like Dorian Broggy right now. He probably has now, because of Harold, and you could say maybe by proxy his brother, more potential to be a top tier fighter in the future. This arc, we'll see. It really depends on what he's going to do up against the God Knights. Because I don't want to say Emu. That might be a little much. Like, Harujin goes from Dressrosa. I know it's a couple arcs ago, and it's been I think a month. But it's like he goes from Dressrosa to dealing damage to Emu. Oh, that would feel weird. That would feel like a fucking whiplash. So I don't know about that. But right now, because of everything that's happening, Harujin's potential is probably looking like he's going to be a first division commander. I don't know if he will ever be as strong as his brother or his dad, but his potential by proxy is definitely higher. I will give him that. So there you go, Sunjin Woo. Right now, by the end of the arc, he could be a first division commander, as crazy as that sounds. And he probably is going to get Conqueror's Haki. He's probably going to get Conqueror's Haki too. Yeah. So that's my prediction for Harujin. And he's also later on going to become the king of all giants. Apparently, he's also, by his mom, said he might be the longest living giant in history too. So that might be a thing as well that boosts him up. Yeah. So Harujin has potential. He does. He needs it. He needs it, but he has potential. All right. So yeah, we're going to go Manga Dex, chapter 1159. You guys have in chat, TCB scan links, VOD Gang users, it will be there for you later. I have to cover this up. We'll go back and forth sometimes, but I can't show you the entire thing because I will get clapped. Also, remember, hydrate. We still have some hot and humid days ahead. All right, I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit. All right. So, let me see. Okay, I got it. All right, first page. So, Moria stuff. Oh, my God. I talked a lot about the Moria stuff last time as well, and on Cole's channel, so go check that out if you want to hear more of my opinions. Look, I can see the potential. I don't agree with it, but I understand how people are coming to that conclusion and what Oda can do for it. I do think it can be problematic, though, but whatever. Moria's Moria. Chapter 1159, The Island of Destiny. Oh, fuck. Oh, maybe this does tie into Shanks, too, because Gabon said he was the child of destiny, or a child of destiny. Okay. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 41. The group heads back to the Flower Capital, chowing down on some apples. Finally, we're going back to the goddamn Flower Capital. It's been forever. By the end of this, I want Yamato to leave Wano. That is the goal. That is the dream. They have Page 1. They have Ulti now. They have Onimaru the Fox here. The Scabbard should be training alongside Momo. I want her to leave. I want her to leave. Please. Okay. First page. 39 years ago, Hachinosu Pirate Island. All hell broken loose. I guess it's supposed to be broke loose. So I'm imagining now they've officially captured Shaki. That's the ploy that the elders are probably setting up to get rocks to God Valley. But there are also other things there as well. Did you look everywhere? Don Marlowe and the others were killed. What the Don Marlowe was killed off screen? Yo, who off screen this Rocks Pirate member? They were on guard duty last night. The Don couldn't protect her. It can't be. Who the hell did this? Damn, Don Marlowe. Fuck. Rest in peace. You didn't really do much. We didn't give too much lore on you, but rest in peace. Rest in peace. He is, of course, made after The Godfather, so salute. Salute. He's probably going to get expanded in the fucking SBSs for sure. For sure. So who the fuck took him out? Was it a Holy Knight? Was it a Holy Knight that snuck on in? What are you saying? Rocks then enunciates. And then Whitebeard, huh? Someone kidnapped our Shaki. It took the preparating party a few hours. Oh wow. So just to get into Beehive, even though they were on stealth mode, it took hours just to go through. So Don Marlowe put up a fight. So give him credit, man. They left behind no trace. Why is oh my god, what's his name? The fucking guy who might be Caribou's dad? Not Quilong. Wang Ji. Yeah, Wang Ji. Wang Ji over here. Why is he's smiling with money? Did he get paid off? Oh, I wonder if he did get paid off. We have a random woman crying. I don't know who this is. A bunch of dudes obviously are crying. The pirates were distraught and shaken with rage. Please be okay, Shaki. Somewhere else, of course. Damn you, Rocks! How could you let this happen? I'm gonna kick your ass. So, Roger's still gooning, just a smidgen. But we did have that character stuff last time. So I'm hoping, he's learned a little. Word had spread across the seas. Really? Shaki. Kuja Pirate Empress. We see a newspaper. And the people sank into a deep despair, their smiles fading, as the world's economy grounded to a halt for several... What the... Her getting captured withholded the economy for weeks? That's crazy. Oh my god. We're really trying to gas her up. Now, even more so. That her beauty halted economic flow. That's Gloriosa? Is it? That's Gloriosa right there? The woman that's crying over Don Marlowe? Are we sure about that? That's Gloriosa? Maybe. Maybe that could be Gloriosa. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. The people sank in despair, their smiles fading as the world economies grounded to a halt for several weeks. 1 year later, God Valley, West Blue. Is it the start? Is it the start of the God Valley incident? Because that would be 38 years ago. And I think between the last couple of chapters from God Valley, it's like 2 years. Garling, I'm so happy to see you. Oh. Ooh. Oh, no. This woman has... Does this woman really have no idea? Does she have, like, no idea who he is? I always knew you would come back. Shamrock and Shanks, it's your father. Yo, she stayed loyal. She stayed positive. She was like, oh, your baby daddy's going to come back with the carton of milk. She believed, man. She believed. That's a shame. That's a shame that she believed. Twins, huh? How precious. Yeah, they're your kids. Why don't you stay here with me? That's a shame. Yo, this woman sounds so wholesome. She's gonna fucking die, isn't she? Well, if we were to share a home, it certainly wouldn't be here. Here we go. This island won't be around for much longer. Huh? Besides, I've already secured a worthy bride for myself and placed the order. God damn! Oh! A worthy bride. Yo, so you were just meant for pump and dumping, huh? Oh, wow. Wow. That's... I mean, that's celestial dragon behavior, but fuck, dude. Okay. She will be mine provided I triumph in the upcoming tournament. Tourney? So, because he was champion of God Valley, he got a woman? Who the fuck's this woman? Someone important? Is it another royal family member, a noble family member? She's crying for Shaki? I guess? I mean, I see what you mean, Sung Jin-woo, but I mean, she kind of looks a little different there, but okay. If that is Gloriosa. So, okay, this is, I guess, right before the world government showed up with the Celestial Dragons and took the entire island by storm. So, Garling was one of the first to come ashore and, like, yeah, so, this nation is going to become one of the world government's little hunting parties. Gotcha. Okay. Bro, that's oh my God, Garling! I mean, he did say, like, yeah, I got a bride, so your use is done for me. Crazy, man. Yo, this woman had no chance. She had no chance. Wow. We never get to see her face either. We never got to see her face, but damn. R.I.P. to Shaki, to Shanks' mom. So we had another woman ready to go, and just, whing, you're done. Whoo, Garling, you are a savage. All right, begin the preparations, as he talks into a transponder snail. Yes, sir. Make landfall. Navy ships from the world government. That's right. They've surrounded our entire island. Are they searching for some vile criminal? Nope. All right, get the children inside. Oh, man. This entire island just gets so fucked up. What does that say? Hold on. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Limit yourselves to tranquilizer rounds. If they don't resist, just capture them. Right, because the goddamn Celestial Dragons want fresh meat, if you would. Lieutenant Commander, what exactly is the goal of our operation here? It's a training exercise. Now zip it. You're 10 years too early to be questioning orders, cadet. Fuck the music. Hold on. No. Wait a minute. Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. The theories that Monsieur Dragon was on God Valley, but he didn't save slaves. But Is Oda trying to rectify that? Oh, fuck. He did say he was there for a short amount of time in the Navy. Oh, fuck. All right, Dragon fans. Dragon fans, listen up. This is your time to shine. This is it. Let's see what your boy got, because your stocks are down, man. You guys are starving. You guys need some dragon feats right now. Let's see what he got. Let's see what this dude has. Also, I'm just noticing, he has the fucking wristband. He has a wristband on his left forearm. That's his symbol. What the fuck? All right, what's this symbol? This symbol has been around with Dragon for a very long time. For a very long time. What's going on with it? But, squad leader, what's the deal with the upstairs? With the upstart? My apologies. He's still in training, sir. I mean, this is Garp's kid. Garp is a vice admiral right now. He's been a vice admiral for a very long time. He's not the hero just yet, but still, this is his kid. I would be very, very careful on who you say. Excuse me, but what's going on? So, some random civilians over here. Bam. Yo, I hope that was a tranq shot. They said tranquilize if necessary. God damn, yo. Fucking taking over this entire island. And, of course, the family, the children, all of that. Don't resist. Keep still, all right? Aw. Damn. All these kids. All these kids. They're gonna fucking die here. It's a flashback. Remember, in flashbacks, Oda is a goddamn savage. So these kids are gonna die. Run! They're gonna capture everyone! But why? These are just ordinary civilians, of course. So Dragon starts to see very early on, like, yeah, this is not okay. But he's just a cadet here. Wow, so he really did not make a name for himself. He really slid underneath the radar. Yo, so the idea that Dragon was a former admiral, that theory's probably gone now. Most likely. Most likely. Because if he's like at a very short time, and probably God Valley was the first turning point for him, yeah, he never made it that far. He never made it that far. So the idea that he was a former admiral that made waves doesn't make sense because, yeah, people would have been like, an admiral turning rogue? That would have been a big deal. That would have been a huge deal. Don't question it. There is no room for personal duties when following military orders. Oh, of course. Shut up. Follow orders. Bust. I'm sorry. What's that say? Bust? That says, it looks like it says bust. Hold on. What's that say? I guess it's supposed to be just, but it kind of looks weird how they spelled it. Just focus on completing our mission. Huh? Yo, Dragon, man. Dragon! Seen the world already. How old is Dragon here? Oh, here we go. We got a title card. Oh, damn. It's okay. Tranquilizer round shouldn't kill anyone. If they gave you tranquilizer rounds. So we have a young cadet Dragon. He's got the wristband on him with the tattoo. He's got a quote-unquote tranquilizer gun, and he's got a bunch of cuffs. Bunch of cuffs. Yo, Garp, your boy is going through the work right now. Marine, Monkey D. Dragon, the future Supreme Commander of the Revolutionary Army's father of Luffy. That's a new title. Supreme Commander of the Revolutionary Army. Okay. Also, father of Luffy. There we go. There we go. So, we've been having like these title cards of fathers of this, fathers of that. There have been some people in this flashback that said Garp does not have the title card of father of Dragon. So the theory again is, oh well, maybe he's not Dragon is not Garp's son, but it's like most likely he is. But he has the father of Luffy card right there. Sorry, if you let me detain you, I won't shoot you. Okay? I don't know what's going on. But I'm leaving this island. Out of the way. So a bunch of these people are like, hell no, I ain't staying around. Get the fuck out of my way. And boom. Takes him down. Put your mask on. It's sleeping gas. What the fuck? Who's putting sleeping gas out in the field? Navy prison ship. Transporting the slaves. Right. So this is how Kuma got to the island. Oh, wow. Look at this fucking prison ship. I feel like this is the first time we've like really seen a real prison ship. I think O is actually giving it like its own unique design. Because Kaido apparently broke 9 great prison ships or whatever. Buzz, so I guess a transponder snail, probably. Communication room, huh? Oh, that's Ginny. That's Ginny right there. The leg running. Yeah, because Ginny was the one who put out the signal. Yeah. So Ginny, on her way there on the ship, was already doing her thing. Okay. Could have sworn I just saw someone. Yo, does no one got hockey? No one got hockey? Damn. Yep. Ah, Ginny. Oh, sweet, sweet Ginny. One of the great tragedies of Kuma's life. And another marker against the Celestial Dragons. Remember that. Remember for the future when the Celestial Dragons don't get punished. Just saying. You know, she's among them. She's among their victims. Big bro. Ah, Ginny, you're safe. What a relief. I did it. Now it's up to you. Now it's up to the information to relay. So we have Ginny, Ivankov, a bunch of random people. I don't see anyone else that we know of. Kuma's probably somewhere. Probably. Don't be too loud, you two. And don't do anything rash. You'll get us punished. Yeah, man's defeated. Man is defeated. Punished? Of course, Ivankov. Moron, do you want to die with no knowledge of where they are tracking us? You need to try if you want to be saved. Miracles are not so easy to come by. Ah, miracles. There we go. Yep. It's always nice to see Ivankov. Big bro. The slaves are getting rowdy over there. Ah, Kuma, how you doing? We're getting all the perspectives now. So we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this fucking God Valley shit. Good. So there are still slaves with spirits, huh? Yeah, Kuma. Believe. Never stop believing. Cipherable Intelligence Bureau. What, which number? Not 9. This doesn't look like, Enies Lobby. You had more absurd intel. What is it this time? Don't be coy. You guys must have caught wind of the transmission as well. Let's skip to the part where you pay me off. You'd rather keep this story quiet now, wouldn't you? What the... Oda, what are you doing in this flashback? What are you doing, man? Wait. Big news, Morgans. We're getting big news, Morgans? Worgans? We're getting his back. He gets a fucking backstory? He gets a backstory? This charlatan of newspapers gets a backstory? Really? I guess he would be around for this point. And he already has his, oh my god, what's this fruit? Albatrez? He has the Albatrez fruit already? Okay. So he's always been like this mischievous, money-grabbing information broker. That's always been his thing. Always has been. But he's kind of cute looking as a little kid. He's got like one of those Peaky Blinder hats on. He's got like a little cape. A news coup with like a cowboy hat on. And I think that's a flamingo over there. So he's got a bunch of weird birds going on. I respect it. One bird from another. I do. But yo, Morgans is the biggest fabricator of truth, man. Massive fabrications. So, but he was selling information to a Cipherpol bureau. I'm surprised they didn't just fucking kill him. He's just some kid running around a local paper with a fancy name. How does he keep it getting intel like this, huh? Don't push your luck, or you'll be erased. Damn. Yeah, I mean, you could. Cuckoo. Try and stop me. Fools, I'm gonna leak the news to the pirate island either way. Oh, so Ginny leaks it. Then of course, we gotta fucking wank Morgans. We have to always wank Morgans. Whenever he's around, if there's news, he's leaking it. So probably, like, honestly, Ace's execution probably got leaked by like fucking Big News Morgans first to the Whitebeard Pirates way before the world government probably put out like a statement. I'm betting now. Like if we go back in time in an SBS or something, do not be surprised if all the big news is that shock the world. Oh yeah, Morgans. Yeah. Don't be a fools. I'm going to leak to the Pirate Islands anyway. Of course you are. Morgans, president of the World Economic Journal. So that was like his little club back then, but then it became an actual real business. And back to Pirate Island. It's Shocky! She's alive! For real? I'm so relieved. Where did you say she was? God Valley? Where's that place? Yo, what the fuck? Hey, Caribou's dad. Oh my god, fuck it. I said his name again. What's his name? Oh my god. Wang Ji. This smells fishy. We trust this source? Okay, I think I was spot on. I think my nose knows. I think Wang Ji, maybe Caribou's dad, I think he let motherfuckers come in, get Shocky, and bounce. That's why earlier we saw him counting money. Everyone else is crying. He's like, racking up them dollar bills. Woo! Racking up them berries. I think they paid them off. Which would fit into Caribou's character now. So maybe that might happen again if Caribou joins Blackbeard's crew. That's why he's like, oh god, should we trust this source? Oh no. But everyone's like, of course we are. There's no doubt about it. The Navy is in turmoil. So we have Stussy. There I see Gloriosa with some heart back there. Maybe Gloriosa was sad that she was captured, but she didn't look anything like her usual picture. But okay, so that's Gloriosa in the background, happy that Shocky's alive, with some heart bubbles. Interesting. Is that Captain John? Is Captain John's hair down? Huh. It's different. She's gone. She's going to be a prize for the Celestial Dragon tournament. So that's Shiki. So those damn government bastards, they're the ones who kidnapped her. Shiki-chan! Yo, Shiki, my boy, fucking making a mess out of him. Oh, man. Shiki, can you come back to the main story? I hope you do. I really hope you do. Whitebeard. The Celestial Dragons, huh? The human hunting. I've always figured that was a baseless rumor. Wow. Oh, so... Of course. I mean, that would make sense. Because there would be because every human hunting supposedly happens every 3 years or so. Like a year prior or after the Reverie or something like that. If it was not kept under lock and key, yeah, people would be like, why are there just all these random islands that we knew that are no longer here? They are technically non-affiliated world government islands, but it's like, some of these world-affiliated nations probably do make deals with these islands that get eradicated. So, like, at the Reverie, it'd be like, hey, so, like, I'm the king of, like, produce. My nation made deals with this God Valley kingdom. It's no longer here. I'm not seeing on any maps. Can someone, like, explain what's going on? Anyone else at this Reverie? Has anyone heard any news about it? No, I haven't heard anything about it. Meanwhile, the Celestial Dragons in the background. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. So they do keep it under lock and key. That makes a lot of sense. So even Whitebeard and them with their information network have not actually seen a human hunt. They have not seen a human hunt, and they keep it very, very tight-lipped. I always figured that was a baseless rumor. Big Mom. Wow, looks like they're putting devil fruits up for grabs too. Damn, how much information was leaked? Like from Ginny and then from Morgans. They leaked a lot of information. But okay, so now we're seeing the pieces come together though. Everyone's starting to have their envisions. So people who want to go after Shocky. Fucking Wang Ji's like, I don't want to go at all because I might have sold her out. Whitebeard who wants to see the pirate, the human hunting. Like, what the fuck's going on there? Big Mom talking about getting some devil fruits. Looks like they're going to be putting up devil fruits up for grabs, Kaido. Didn't you say you wanted one? He did. He did. What do these ones do? I mean, do they have that information? These fruits could be perfect for you, kid. Oh, I'm sorry. These could be perfect for my kids. Oh, my God. Oh, that's why she was grabbing them. Wow. Okay, so that's an interesting new information. She was grabbing them to give it to her kids. Yo, imagine in another timeline, Katakuri with the dragon fruit. Ooh, when did he get his mochi fruit? That's actually a good question. Do we know? Do we have any information when he got the mochi? I don't think so. But imagine, yo, people said Ivankov with a dragon fruit in another timeline. Imagine Katakuri with the dragon fruit. Oh, Lord. He still has insane future sight, but he has the dragon fruit? Ooh, brother. Yeah. That is something I want to see Oda draw. People drew Ivankov and then Oda draw it. I want to see Katakuri with the dragon fruit. Those with artistic talents, go. You have your assignment. Strusen. What if this is some sort of trap, huh? Could be. Could be. Shut up! If you got cold feet, you can just stay behind on the island. Come on, let's move. God Valley awaits. So, Rox is not sweating about Shaki, which follows track from the last chapter, but he sees this as an opportunity. And whatever Shamrock, Garling saw on there, he probably might have some intel too. Back with the Roger Pirates. Jabon, we're off to God Valley. It's pretty far, but we should be making it in time. Of course, they're like, Shaki, let's go. Y'all are with me, right, fellas? Of course we are. So the whole Rayleigh is... I mean, she's kind of cute. But I have a mission. That whole thing's out the fucking window. So, okay. So, Oda is playing it up now that, yeah, he likes her. He likes her, of course. Of course he does. He's just a little soon about it. And, you know, he's got that Zoro gene in him. He's got to keep up appearances and stoicism. Of course we are. Gabon says, Rayleigh says it loudly with the other men behind him. Like, yeah, we're going to go get Shaki back. Okay, so Roger again, when he said last chapter, damn it, Rayleigh, why the fuck weren't you here? Has a lot more weight to it. Rox is already on the move. We can't let him get ahead of us now. It was an unlikely turn of events, but this is a small leak. It seems Roger's heading there too. Okay, so that's the Kong conversation with Garp. Okay, so Roger. So he says, Rox is already on the move. We can't let him get ahead of us. Does Roger want to go there for another reason, too? Maybe. And then we have the narrator. It was an unlikely turn of events, but this small leak led to the mobilization of all the toughest men of the sea. And then Kong to Garp. It seems Roger's going to head over there. Huh? Why did you start with that? Lead with that next time. I'm on my way now. Roger? I'm going to fucking go there now. Okay. So what we saw from a Kuma flashback with more details is coming together. It's all coming together. Oh, I'm like, okay. I was like, what the fuck? Why is there like a massive ship? Like out of nowhere, there's like a huge fucking ship. Oh, I saw the North shit. Giants. Right. It's a giant ship. Who cares? Sink it. Who the fuck? Oh, wait. This isn't the goddamn Roger Pirates. Are the Roger Pirates going to fight Herald? Nah, no way. Wait a minute. If that's the case, Roger fought Herald, then he went to God Valley and fought Rox? Whoa, hold on, wait. If we're talking upscale, whoa. Upscale Roger. If this is the case. Like, let's say Harold was legit. He said, I'm not going to go help out Rox. I'm not going to go fight them on God Valley, but I'm going to try and like stop some other people from going to help him. So he tries to fight Roger. If that's the case, and we're trying to upscale Harold, Roger definitely is going to get some upscale. As he should. He's still the Pirate King. He is still the Pirate King, and at his pinnacle peak that I perceive, he is definitely, outside of potentially Emu, potentially Joy Boy, potentially Nika, and EOS Luffy, he's like one of the strongest in the verse. Him and Rox are like one of the strongest people in the verse. But Harold has been getting shine. However, if Roger fights Harold and then goes to God Valley, ready to fight Rox, that's a massive upscale. If that happens. It's a giant ship. Who cares? Sink it. But wait. What is it, Rox? We can't stop now. Oh, this is Rox's ship. Oh, scratch all that. Oh, is Harold going to try and stop Rox? Well, we know that doesn't work. They said your entire crew was obsessed with this woman. I mean, some of them. That's how I knew I'd be able to intercept you here, Rox. Yo, Harold and the giant crew are ready. They're ready to fight. You know, if we fought without any regard for our own lives, we could sink your puny little ship with ease. I mean, sink it. Sure. Could they win against this pirate crew? That's a tough sell. I don't know. Like, we're really trying to upscale some of these giants on Harold's ship right now. Like, yeah, this is not the pinnacle prime of Whitebeard, Kaido, Big Mom, Shiki, Wang Ji, I guess, maybe, or another, Silver Axe. Sure, but like, yo, I don't know. Like, you know, if we're trying to imply that they could easily defeat the crew, I doubt that. I doubt that. You know, if we fought without any regards for our own lives, we could easily sink your puny little ship with ease. See that vessel over there. It's a government surveillance ship. Oh, they're being watched. So he has to put up a good show. Rox looks out into the distance. So you're still trying to curry favor by playing as the world government's lapdog, huh? You may be the king of the overgrown brutes, but you've underestimated us. Exactly. You can't underestimate the Rox pirates. Rox, Big Mom, Kaido, a younger Kaido, Whitebeard. Where the fuck's Shiki? No, get Shiki in this lineup. Are you really content to let the government sit back and watch as we tear each other apart? You're nothing but a giant lunatic, huh? Clinging to your diluted version of progress. I mean, yeah, he's not wrong, but it's Rox, so I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. Why don't we talk about it? Come on, just the two of us. Damn, even after all that, it's probably been like a year. Even after all that, wow, Rox is really content. I mean, okay, he has a plan. He needs Harold, but on some level, again, like, the motivation is definitely corrupt, but there's some aspect there that he's willing to, like, negotiate. He's willing to negotiate. Interesting. Why do I see a fucking sake cup? Why the fuck do I see a sake cup? You must have had an idea where we were going and what we were going to do. So listen, this is your ear. Listen, this is for your ears only. I ain't gonna tell anyone else, not even my own crew. Your Majesty, why would you even try to talk to him? Oh, so Rox came aboard his ship. So Rox, I assume, is saying that he's not going to tell whatever he says to Harold to his own men. Okay, so this is going to be important. So we have that one gunslinger guy. Yeah, we haven't seen Rox get him, but he's already here. The one gunslinger. I forget his name, but he's like from Oda's Other Side manga. He's here. Silver Axe and Shiki. That bastard. We don't have time to take it easy, you know. And then fucking Shiki. I bet now my Shaki's calling for help. Hey, what's up, RG? Welcome to the stream. One Piece. Kaiso-kun. Sure. I've got a hidden name. What? I have a hidden name? On some ace shit. Is his name not Rox D Zabek? He already has his D out. That sounds that sounds wrong. I didn't mean it like that. He already has his name, D, his family name. At least that's not his family name. Is it Marshall? No. Couldn't be, because if that was maybe I don't know, because obviously teaches him, he's related to him, so I guess whatever his name is, Teach's name is, you would assume. But maybe this is on some like Porca's D-Ace shit where he said, I don't want my father's name. I don't want to be called Goldie Ace. He wants to be called Porca's D-Ace. Because one, it's because he loved his mom, didn't respect his dad. Two, it's a lot safer. But okay. All right. So he's got a hidden name. It's all the way back in the fucking beginning of Rox's introduction. Oh. What the fuck are you setting up, Oda? What are you cooking? Oda? You already read the chapter? All right, well, no spoilers. I'm still reading. What the fuck are you setting up here, Oda? It's Davy D. Zabek. So his, I guess technically his family name is Davy because of the whole Japanese thing. His family name's Davy, but his name is Zabek. So Teach's name is what? His name is Marshall D. No, it's Teach. So it would be Davy D. Teach. Oh, that's not a cool name, but this is obviously in reference to Davy Jones. Okay, so I know a lot of people have been saying this probably already, and they've already had their theories. I don't make theory videos. I really should, but I don't have the fucking time to edit all this. So we're gonna go fucking Google Swan. So everyone knows already that the Void Century flashback that should happen should have some major characters. The idea for the longest time, I'm gonna use this, even though we don't know what the fuck. Yo, we don't know exactly what they're gonna look like, how they act, but the three main important characters of the Void Century flashback for the longest time have been obviously Joy Boy, who is probably the second incarnation of Nika and or the first Devil Fruit user of Nika, depending on what happens in World 1, but he's for World 2. Another person is Emu. Again, whether or not they're going to look like this is... And after everything recently, and like some people saying some Japanese kanji stuff, I don't know if it's going to be a woman. But let's say for right now, this is Emu. We know Emu is going to be important for World 2 and why Joy Boy in the Ancient Kingdom lost. But the other person that we found out because of the Reverie and also because of Sabo and King Cobra is Vivi. So these three have a very important dynamic with each other, and that's how it's been for at least a little bit now, for over a year. Because of this flashback, I'm sure other people have been thinking, there's now a fourth contender. There's a fourth contender. That's Davy Jones. I know a lot of people for years have been having Davy Jones theories, but only I feel has come to light recently because of Rox's idea. A lot of people were saying that Davy Jones could be Joy Boy, and that's his real name. I don't think so. I'm thinking now, instead of having this trio right here that is important for the Void Century flashback, I think Davy Jones now might be our quartet. He's our quartet character where we have kind of the idea, the theory of if there are good Ds, there are bad Ds. And Davy Jones is the prospect of Ds like Zabek, like Teach. He is their ancestral line. I don't know if Luffy or his family are going to have any links to Nika and or Joy Boy. I don't know. I wouldn't want that to be the case, but it could happen now that Teach has links to Davy. But I think Davy is not Joy Boy. I think he's actually a separate person, a separate entity. Kind of like now we figured out Joy Boy is a separate entity of Nika. They are two distinct people. So instead of now just being the Void Century is probably going to revolve around Joy Boy, obviously. Emu and Lily, I think Davy Jones was of this time period and maybe is a reason why Emu goes on to hate the D's, where Joy Boy and Davy, they might have been on the same crew together. Hell, Joy Boy might have been the captain. Davy Jones might have been his right-hand man. Maybe. And again, they formed the D Pirates, whatever the D stands for. He's part of Joy Boy's crew. But one thing led to another, and Davy had probably a different goal in mind that eventually probably maybe my idea is that he's the reason why Emu does not like the D's and would go on to fight a war with the Ancient Kingdom and Joy Boy. That's my idea. That's my idea right now. I don't want to go too much into it because we still have a chapter left, but now everything is starting to add up. Everything is starting to be pieced together. So my stance is Davy Jones is not Joy Boy. I think Davy Jones is his own character, and I think he's probably from the Void Century too. So just how we now have Emu, we have Lily and Vivi, we have Luffy and Joy Boy, I think now we have a fourth important integral character, Davy Jones, a.k.a. now Marshall D. Teach. All those characters are going to come together at some point. Or like Davy Jones, a.k.a. Marshall D. Teach, is going to go fight Emu. So when they have that SmackDown, which should happen, it's going to be a lot more important because Emu might have a flashback like, you remind me just of him. Who? Joy Boy? No. Davy Jones. That could happen now. So Luffy's following the path of Joy Boy, but Teach and Rocks, they're following the path of Davy Jones. Whatever that means. That's my stance right now. But this is crazy. So Rocks, when he said he was a Davy Jones pirate, he means that more so than anything because now his family name is Davy. That's a big deal. That's like saying like Luffy's family name isn't Monkey. It's Joy. Like that's their family name. Joy D. Luffy. That's like their entire lineage. I don't want that to be the case, but it could be. Okay, let me stop rambling. Let's continue the chapter. My hidden name, it's Davy D. Zabek. You're not really called Rocks? I reckon the world government has been trying to erase that special name for a long time, just like Nika. You see, it's tied to the lineage of the legendary pirate, Davy D. Jones. Right, Davy D. Jones. So his real name is Jones, and his family name is Davy, because that's how the Japanese thing works. The name still commands some influence in the underworld even now. I assume he means criminal syndicates, I imagine. But it's barely scraping by. So he has some kind of family lineage to Davy Jones. Although, again, supposedly the idea is that Vanderdecken had some, but we went over that in another stream. I ain't sure if it's the timing was good or bad, but 2 years ago, I had a kid. So it's confirmed. Teaches around. To keep him totally safe, I sent my family far away. Back to my hometown, I told them too. Count on the Davy clan. The Davy clan. Oh, okay, so that's another theory. That's another theory that's coming true. The idea that we had the D clan as a whole. There's been a big fucking idea. Hold on, let me do this right. One Piece, Joy Boy Pirates. There's been a massive idea. Where is it? Where's this old fucking image? Yeah, here it is. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull this shit up. Y'all, this fucking flashback arc is very good. I guess it's not an arc, but this flashback is really good. But there was an idea, now that we've been getting more Joy Boy and his pirate crew, there was an idea that his pirate crew, the D Pirates, the Dawn Pirates, however the fuck you want to call them, obviously Joy Boy / second Nico, however you want to say it, he was the head of the pirate crew. Whether his name is Jaguar D. Saul, we're not too sure. But there was the idea that everyone that would be a part of his pirate crew would become their own family of D's. So you have someone would be the Porcus D family from back then. You have the Marshall D family. Obviously, people thought at the time Rocks, but now they're obviously linked together, so that's probably not the case. So, again, Davy Jones, instead of Rocks, could have been on Joy Boy's pirate crew at one point in time. He might have even been his right-hand man. Nefertari D. Lilly was probably on his pirate crew, but now why did she leave during the Void Century War? We have no idea. Again, maybe the Monkey family was a part of his pirate crew at one point. Roanora, get the fucking fan shit out of here. The fucking Water family, Law's family, they were probably part of his pirate crew. The Gold family were probably part of his pirate crew. So the idea is that his pirate crew, whatever their name was called, they all inherited the D like a moniker, and then they probably added to their name. And then after the Void Century, it became a family name to remember the D pirates. The fucking, the legendary Dawn pirates, whatever the fuck they were called. But now that Davy Jones is thrown into the mix, again, we might have a little bit more of an interesting dynamic between what was going on back then, 900 years ago. It wasn't just Emu and Joy Boy. There now might have been a third faction that was causing a lot of issues, a.k.a. Davy Jones. Oh, boy. So the Davy Clan. The Davy Clan. I like this. I like where this is going. I see. So your kin, your wife and your child are back in your hometown. Shadyport, right? It should be Shadyport, if I'm not mistaken. But why are you revealing your weak spot to me now? My hometown is God Val. Whoa! All right, Oda. All right, Oda. What? But wait, I thought Teach was raised on Shadyport. Maybe he was raised but not born. What the fuck? Where the fuck is Shadyport? All right. Bunch of information I feel is coming out. Not retconny, but it is definitely twisting information. Rox is from God Valley? He's from the same island as Shanks? What the fuck is this island? Yo, God Valley is so much more important. It's way more important. God Valley, Davy, Shanks. Is Shanks a D? Is Shanks a Celestial Dragons kid, but a D-Clan member as well? Is that like a big deal? Is that a big deal? Is that what Garling found out? Or is everyone on that island, like, more openly a D? Like, there's like a whole fucking island of Ds. If that's the case, holy shit, yeah, they have to go wipe that out. Obviously, for the world government standpoint, they gotta go wipe that shit out. They cannot let that stand. But that would be crazy if there's like an entire island of Ds that are just out in the open. And that's why they're not an affiliated world nation, probably. But they also have abundant resources, too. Okay, this is getting crazy. So, Teach is also from God Valley. Wow. Are you saying the government staged this just to lure you in? So they're gonna wipe him out on his home island. That's like if Luffy went back to Fuchsia Village, to the Goa Kingdom. Oh yeah, we're gonna wipe him out in the entire Goa Kingdom. Like, whoa, damn. Or like to kill Roger, they have to like trap him on Logtown and kill Logtown. So kill where Smoker grows up. Oh my god, yo. Are you saying the government staged this just to lure you in? Nah, the Celestial Dragons are gathering there right now. They won't want me crashing their little party. They just made a mistake. Still, it feels destiny is pulling me in, dragging me back. Taking Shocky was their biggest blunder. Wow. Okay, Oda. As long as I get my wife and kid to safety, I'll be at peace with whatever happens next. So he doesn't care about Shocky. So now we're making this a little bit... Okay, you know what? I was very hesitant about this entire flashback of God Valley being ruined. Saved it. Because now, even though they think it's about Shocky, it's not. It's not. It's not about Shocky. Thank goodness. Thank fucking goodness, Oda. Goon Piece, not real. It's not real anymore. The fucking Whitebeard. The Goon Piece. The Goombies is not real. It's not real. It's not real anymore. Cool. Okay, Oda, you saved this. You saved this. There's stuff going on in God Valley that's very weird. You have Marshall D. Teach, a.k.a. the Davy Clan stuff. You have Shanks. There's a lot of crazy shit. There's a lot of crazy shit, and that's taking precedence over Shocky. You know what, Oda? Good job. Good job. You saved it. You saved God Valley. Taking Shocky was their biggest blunder. As long as I get my wife and kid to safety, I'll be at peace with whatever happens next. Crazy. But it doesn't feel like luck's on my side anymore, Harold. So lend me a hand. He still is trying to, like, nat 20 him. He's trying to fucking negotiate with him. Speech 100 over here. But, I mean, I would be in a hurry because, yeah, like, your family may not be safe for long. And then even Harold, even though I think he's, like, upset, he's saying no. No way. I'm going to sink you right here and now. Is that so? Fine then. Bring it on. So, during at some point 2 plus years ago, Harold and Garling, at some point or another, they just stumbled upon God Valley. So, both of them went to the West Blue at some point. Or no, I'm sorry, not Harold. Rox. Rox is from the West Blue. Okay. Is that so? Bring it on, then. Don't interfere, men. Huh? So, Harold telling his boys to stand down. So, we're getting another fight. Damn, the ship. The fucking, the giant Errol ship over here. It's hard to believe, but every 3 years, the Celestial Dragons choose an unaffiliated nation rich in resources. So, that's also important, too. That's a new detail. And turning into a hunting ground where they slaughter all natives for sport. You cowardly rat. That's probably Rox. Help us. How can this be allowed? Yo, all these people, man. All these people. So this now also can add a little quiver of detail to Teach's motivation. Yeah, he's obviously king of the world. Like, but now he's got a little bit more of an interesting backstory. His entire island, kind of like Robin, just gets fucked up. He gets fucked up. Aha, double page spread, and I see Shocky, Shakuyaki. How you doing, girl? Looking lovely, Shocky. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I had a galaxy brain moment for just a split second. Does Garling want to marry Shocky? Does Garling want to marry Shocky? If he wins, he said he would get a bride. He wants, of course. Oh my god. Well, he probably is slightly gooning, but it's probably because, rich woman and she can make a good mate. Yeah, she has the genetics I want, like some shit like that. So he has 2 kids, and he wants to get Shocky. Okay. All right, Garling. The day of the God Valley incident. We now present the grand prize of our tournament, beyond all rare devil fruits, up for grabs. In one of the claim belts of the Grand Line, and one of the calm belts of the Grand Line lies the Isle of Women. Behold, their former empress, the most beautiful woman in the world. Her name is Shakuyaki. Woohoo! Of course, all the Celestial Dragons. Yeah. I can't fucking wait to get her. The winner can decide whether to take her as their wife or slave. I mean, in this case, what's the fucking difference, man? What's the difference? Woo! She's gorgeous. I want her. Since her capture, she's been kept spotless and pristine in every way. I don't like how you said that, but I can imagine what you're trying to imply. She's the very definition of a princess treasure. What an amazing prize, Summers. You better win her for the Shepherd family. Okay, so the God Knights, I mean, we did see other Celestial Dragons try to participate, but the God Knights were the real ones that were going to be the participants. And we see a young Summers, which makes sense because he knows Kaban. Here we go. Don't be stupid. I'm going to make her my personal property when I win. Bro. Some Dojin shit over here. She'll be my wife. Quit dreaming, Summers. Yo, fucking hell, man. Okay, the Celestial Dragon tournament it was already fucked up, but we just added a little extra seasoning. And then we have the Mimere family, and also Gunko's there now. So the woman with the beret and that woman, if it is Gunko, they're not the same people. They are not the same people. Gunko, with you here, we might... Hold on. OBS, we good? We still live? I think we're okay. All right. I got a notification. I was like, oh, yes, please. But I think we're okay. Yeah, okay. All right, we're live. We're live. Okay, let's finish this chapter. Dragon, here we go. Please help my kids. You have to keep them off this island. Don't let them take them away. Is that... Oh, wait. Is Dragon either going to save Teach or Shanks? Come here, Teach. It's going to be okay. You're going to survive this. All right, so that's little Teach. Every world noble knows that the tourney features several super rare rabbits to hunt. This year, we not only have secured a brat from the Buccaneer tribe, oh, Kuma, but for the first time in 800 years, we've also uncovered members of the Davy clan. So they were even more important to hunt than even Kuma. Wow, man. Wow. In 800 years. 800 years. In more than 800 years. Why does I feel like they're trying to imply post Void Century? Let me read that again. The tourneys feature several super rare rabbits to hunt this year. We not only secured a brat from the Buccaneer tribe, but for the first time in 800 years, we've also uncovered members of the Davy clan. The site of the Great Clash. Yo, Oda, I don't think we're on break, number 1. 2, next time I better fucking see God Valley. Don't skimp, Oda. I don't want to be like, oh, God Valley happened. King Harold somewhere. I should have stopped them. It's like, no, show me. Show me, Oda. Show me. Don't fucking not show me. I want to see it all. Or at least most of it. I want to see most of it. What we didn't see last time. Please. Members of the Davy clan. So, I assume, obviously, Teach and his mom. I assume. Are there more people here, though? Again, is this island very filled? Like, is this island like one massive clan? Like, the Uchiha clan. Like, this entire island has abundance of Davy clan members. Like, the D clan, Davy clan. Is there a lot of them here? Are there a lot of them here? Or are all of them Davy clan members? Like, if the entire Fuchsia village was like the fucking Monkey D clan, is that's what's going on here? Maybe. Okay, that's the end of the chapter. Okay, very nice. All right, chat, start typing away. We're just gonna like go over this real quick, and let me see. Are they still discussing over on my boy's channel? I think they are. Cool. All right, then I'll probably head over there again after the stream's done. So if you want to check me out, go to King of Lightning's Twitch channel right now. He should still be streaming a discussion about the One Piece chapter today. But yeah, chat, please, you have the floor. So type away what you guys want to talk about and your theories going for this. We're just going to be reviewing real quick. So it looks like a God Knight is probably responsible for Marlow. And it took a while, though. But, again, I think Wang Ji was paid off. But I guess that's Gloriosa. I guess you guys were right. Everyone was distraught. Obviously, Garp was. Rayleigh, too. He was actually shaking. I didn't notice that the first time. Apparently, the world economics was being halted by her being captured. Garling being a fucking savage. The mom really had no idea. He just, I guess, swooned her. He was like probably acting normal for what, is considered normal. He was charming her. He rizzed her up, plopped babies in her, and then killed her anyways. Because he said, hey, I want Shaki because she's beautiful. And obviously, I deserve beauty. But thank you for giving me kids. Fuck, what a savage, man. What a fucking savage. And not in a good way. But it looks like Dragon might have also been responsible for saving Shanks. And speaking of Dragon, he's here on the island for his, first cadet mission. He's, tranquilizing the people, which he's like, that's not cool. This is not okay. I don't feel comfortable with this. And he already has the fucking symbol on his arm. So I want to know what's going on with that symbol. Hopefully O's going to go into that soon. But he's learning quick. Yeah, this is not the place that I really should be. I shouldn't be here. We have military ships, buzzing. Ginny's doing her thing already with Ivankov. We see Kuma. We see a young Morgans doing his thing about, I'm just going to fucking sell out any information I want. Make a quick buck on this. So we see Morgans in his early stages. He was selling the Cypherpole, though. That's fucking gutsy. So he's always had something with Cypherpole. Wang Ji was like, oh, God, do we really have to go? Because he probably sold her out. Stussy is selling that this is legitimate information. Gloriosa's happy that she's alive. Captain John, I think that is. Gazan and Shiki are like, yes, let's go get Shaki. Whitebeard mentions that he's actually only heard rumors about the human hunt, that it may not even be real. So that's kind of interesting if that is the case. Big Mom mentions that she wants to get the devil fruits, but with new information that she wants hit for her kids, which I think that's kind of cool. Kaido is like, I wonder what ones you got there. Struza mentions if it's a trap, and Rox hits him with that Gandalf. It's undoubtedly a trap. But he doesn't care, because he has something important he wants to go fight, which he mentions to Harold. He mentions to Harold that, hey, I'm going to tell you something, because he still cares about him. So, once again, Rox has a lot of layers to his character. Yeah, he has a goal in mind that's not the best. But in the grand scheme, is it the worst? You could argue no. And at the end of the day, he has strong sentiment for Harold. He does. To the point he's willing to negotiate and drink sake with him and tell him his whole lineage that's important to the world history and about his family that he doesn't want even his crew to know about. Because he has some sentiment there. He does. That's important. That's very important. Roger and the boys are going after. Rayleigh is not as stoic anymore. Garp is getting his mobilization order. King Harold and them still fight. We also find out he's from God Valley. Craziness. Just crazy. And then the biggest thing, obviously, is Shaki's being the grand trophy, as predicted, but also Garling does, in fact, want her. Summer's there. And Gunko's there, but she was not the girl with the bandana or the beret. So she is, again, a part of the Mare family. But things are wrapping up very quickly. Dragon might be saving Shanks. And Teach is there with the other Davy Clan members, and they're going to get hunted alongside Kuma and the rest of them. Crazy. All right, so let me see what's going on in chat. If you want to chat now, do so, because we will be ending the stream soon. If you want to catch more of what I have to say or what my thoughts are on the channel, I'm going to hop over to the King of Lightning channel on Twitch. Go check him out. And yeah, I'll be there giving my ideas. But let me see what we got here. So let's see here. The chapter. Okay. Oh, that's about it. Okay. Again, I'll give you guys a minute. I'll give you guys a minute before we go into this. Or I guess leave. As you guys are doing that, I want to pull up Blackbeard's wiki because I'm curious I legit thought he was from the Shadeport. But I guess this might be another Moria situation where they say, oh, he was raised in Shadeport, not actually born in Shadeport. Oda likes doing that. Oda likes doing that, I guess, nowadays, where characters are born one place, but they're raised in another. Shadeport is a port on an island located somewhere in the Grand Line. It is where Marshal D. Teach, later Emperor Blackbeard, was born. Vivre card, okay. Teach's entry, the fierce battle, the pirate island versus Marines Blackbeard. 40 years ago, Blackbeard was born on Shadeport. Okay, so I wonder, is Shadeport just a renaming of God Valley to keep people away? Maybe. Maybe it is. But why? Like, Shanks should be able to get back to God Valley because he says to Whitebeard, hey, this is my sake. Yeah, I heard people say, like, you know, maybe he just knows how to make it, or, like, this is an old sake. But it's like, he implies that he got it from his hometown many times. So it's like, if he's from God Valley, and he's gotten it there, then God Valley's still here. Maybe it's now classified as Shadeport. I guess so. He later left the port and eventually joined the Whitebeard Pirates. Right. Okay. Alright, so Oda might be changing some information up. Oda might be changing some of the information up with God Valley, Shadeport, and where Blackbeard is located. Yeah. And again, there is an island where people don't sleep. That is denoted to. It's denoted to that there's an entire island nation of people that can't sleep, and that's related to Blackbeard. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it was brought up in the Drum Kingdom arc. Right here. Here we go. You see that guy wearing that hat, Shanks? Yeah, I heard he didn't sleep a wink during the ceasefire last night or the night before. Huh? Why? They say he never slept in his life. I bet his life has been twice as fun. That's what Shanks says, which is interesting because they are both from God Valley now. What? Is that even possible? Lucky guy. That's not the point. Don't you get it? He's a monster. Then over here, Luffy. In any case, did you know that people in snowy countries don't sleep? Why does Luffy know that? And why does he say snowy countries? Is God Valley now a snowy country? Blackbeard's Vivre card mentions his hometown is Port Shade in the Grand Line, but that's now different because the Grand Line is not the West Blue. It was a pirate crew of only 5 people. There is a captain called Blackbeard. With the overwhelming strength, they destroyed our entire country in the blink of an eye. Only 5 pirates? That's crazy. Blackbeard? During the Drum Kingdom arc, Blackbeard was first mentioned by Dalton, said to invaded and destroyed Drum Kingdom. Yep. Actually, if you look back here, it looks like that he was going to have like 2 Doc Qs. That's kind of funny. All right, if we combine Drum Kingdom and Shadeport, we get Drum Shade. Drum Shade. Yami Yami means darkness in Japanese. These are drum shapes, a type of lampshade to reduce the intensity of the light to observe. These are Drum Kingdom mountains. If Shadeport is Drum Kingdom and Blackbeard destroyed his homeland through Yami Yami, just like NL destroyed his homeland, Borika through the... but that's... I don't believe in that theory. But fuck that theory down there. This information is important. That information is important. So we have to remember the Vivre cards are not always correct. They are not. However, though, you know, that's still important information out there. Could Oda be changing it up? Possibly. So this can also then go into people with the Moria thing where it said he was raised in the West Blue. But maybe that information changed because of recent turn of events. Maybe. It is interesting, though. If Shanks and Blackbeard do fight, or like their confrontation at some point with him getting the scar, they're both from God Valley. And they both have important lineages. If anything, it could be a possibility. Shanks could be a D2. Shanks actually, again, could be a Davy member if the entire island nation... This is fucking vile. This is vile. That's vile. But This battle that happened between them and that could happen again in the future, unironically, is a fought battle between two people of God Valley and maybe two Davy Clan members. Just saying. Just saying. And maybe that's what he told Shanks, Roger. Because that has been a mystery for the longest time. What did Roger tell Shanks during the Oden flashback that made him cry? Did he tell him, you're a D-Clan member too, you're from God Valley, but your homeland is no longer there? But he says he went there, so, again, there might be some retconning going on here. I don't know. Okay. Guys, if you have nothing to comment, we're going to end the stream. I'm going to go over to Cole's channel on Twitch. Go check it out. If they're still commenting about One Piece, I'm going to join the discussion. I hope everyone has a nice day. And next stream should be for this upcoming Sunday. It's going to be Ichi the Witch and JJK, so I hope you all are going to have a good time until then, and you'll come and join the stream. Thank you for the engagement today, for coming out. I really do appreciate it. One Piece gets its turn up on the channel as well. So that's nice to see that you guys like that. It looks like we're not going to be on break next week, so more One Piece. I'm expecting God Valley in full. It's time. It's for real this time. For real this time. God Valley's happening. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. So yeah. If you guys would do so. Oh, I got a notification. Oh, okay. If you guys have not already done so, please like the stream. Comment down below. If it's not a good comment, because the YouTube algorithm don't give a crap. If you want to know when we go live, the quickest way possible for now is going to be hitting that bell notification so you can join the merriment, the chaoticness, and the rants that will follow. And if you like it after all that and want to be a part of our Nakama, our community, our Davy Clan, our D Clan, please join by subscribing to the channel. I would like to progress a little bit more with our subscriber count. Probably I won't give an official number, but if we get to like 200 within the upcoming months, that'll be dope. That'll be dope. I think we can get there eventually. I'm not gonna say how long, but a couple months would be kind of cool. But it's a journey, and I'm okay taking it for a while. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. More reactions like One Piece. We're finishing off JoJo's Part 7 next week, so if you like that and you've been watching the VODs on the channel, come live. We're gonna be finishing it off next week. More One Piece, Ichi the Witch, JJK, and then more stuff in the future that we're gonna be getting to. When we have breaks again, we're going to get back to Bug Ego. We're going to get back to Burn the Witch. And many more things. We have gaming content, a lot of new stuff coming out that we're going to try and get to. And watch-alongs. Don Season 2, we're going to get into next week, along with other shows that are going to be coming out very soon during the fall. We're going to try and have an actual lineup. Yeah. Got a lot of cool things. But okay. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to head out for the night. Thank you very much for coming. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and until Sunday for the earliest for Ichi the Witch and JJK, or until next week for more One Piece and hopefully God Valley goodness. God Valley, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready, as SpongeBob would say. I'll see you then. Take care. Thank you very much, guys. Much love.